Hello, folks. Welcome to Hands-On History. I'm Nancy Pennington, Coordinator of Youth and Family Programs here at the North Carolina Museum of History. Today we're going to be doing some looking, some thinking, and some making, and having some fun. Look closely at this object and take a moment to think about what you see. What do you notice right away? What do you think this is made of? Who do you think might have used it? What would you use it for? This is a basket made of pine needles and string by Loretta and Herman Oxendine, who are Lumbee Indians. Here's what Mrs. Oxendine had to say about this craft. I was about 8 years old when I made my first basket. We collect our own pine needles and get the cotton thread from a farm supply store. No two baskets are the same. I learned by watching my older sister. It makes me proud to be doing something that she and my mother did. I enjoy teaching young people about our culture and crafts to help them better understand history. They're part of the future. I encourage young people to make a mark. As we say, it's important to make a positive mark as we go on our way. Here's something you can make with pine needles and string. All you need for this are a pair of scissors, some string, and of course some pine needles. So let's get started. First, you need to separate your pine needles. Well, they do need to be clean and fairly straight. So you want to go out and find about 20 bunches of pine needles. So I have my 20 bunches here. And I separate it out until I have, about 10 in one pile. And this will be the body of my pine needle person. Put that down like that. I take some string. Even them out a bit, and tie that string around a couple of times, about an inch from the top. And tie this in a knot. If you have trouble tying and holding at the same time, this is something that you can have a person help you with. Okay. So there's the head of my pine needle person. Now next, I'm going to do the arms. I take my other bunch of bunches, even them up a fair amount. And what I'm going to do, about 4 or 5 inches, I'm going to cut those off. And I do not need those. So it's pretty even. Now, I'm going to take half of those needles and I'm going to turn them around so I have some of the tops on this side, some of the tops on this side. Even it out. Put those down. And to tie them together, I'll need 2 pieces of string. And again, this might be something that you get someone's help with. One person holds and one person ties. Well, cut the ends of the strings. There we go. Now, in order to put the arms in the body, you separate out about half and half, slide the arms up through, and then you're going to tie a knot here, some string, and tie a knot again there. So we need some more string. Hold that in place. Loop your string around a couple of times. And there is your pine needle person. Now this pine needle person, to me, what it looks like is this pine needle person is wearing a dress. So you can leave it like this, a dress or a long robe. You can leave it like this if you'd like to even out the bottom of the dress or robe. You can do this. This gets a little messy. That's okay. Now, what if you want to have your pine needle person wearing trousers? Well, that's simple. You separate, again, about in half, and you tie, like you see here. You tie the two separate legs or trouser legs together. We have two pine needle people. What else could you make out of pine needles? Could you make a dog or a cat, another animal? Let your imagination go. And there we have our pine needle people. You want to know more? Make more? Visit History at Home at our website, ncmuseumofhistory.org. See you next time on Hands on History.